Welcome back to the Intersint podcast. This is episode 45? I already forget. Hold on. Where are we at? 46. This is episode 46.
Good job.
It didn't sound right at 45. I'm like, wait, I think I just changed that. I'm not sure. The year of watch out where you're walking outside because you don't know if a plane's going to come down and smush you.
Or not even that. Just watch out in general. Watch out when you're sleeping too, because a plane might just crash into your house.
Have you ever thought about that?
It's happened.
Well, but have you, you already think about, people killing you in the shower? Or do you think about, a plane crashing through the house?
Not a plane, mostly just trees, just because there's one right outside my window.
Oh, I remember when there was that big windstorm and you were terrified about that.
Yeah, because I saw it moving.
That'd be bad. Remember at work, there's that really bad windstorm? Wait, were you there? I don't know if you were hired yet. We had a really, really bad windstorm.
Okay.
And one guy there, a tree fell onto his house. And it's the guy that you would expect the tree to fall on his house.
The second you said tree fell on his house, I knew exactly who it was.
This guy, this is the crypto guy.
Yes.
It was just bad luck just followed him everywhere. If it could be bad luck, it happened to him.
Yes.
Because I remember looking out of the parking lot and seeing all the trees swing. I'm like, oh, that'd really suck if a tree fell on someone's car.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally maybe an hour later, he got a call. He's like, so a tree fell on my house. Every time I think about my bad luck and how just things don't go right for me, I think about him. I'm like, it could be worse.
It could be worse, yes.
I'm not that guy.
Right. I'm grateful to not be that guy.
I don't know how much of it was just him. He just attracted all that stuff.
I mean, I guess, probably.
I don't know.
How much bad would you have to have done in your life to get that kind of karma, though?
But knowing him, he probably set up something around his house this is going to help keep the trees up and blah, blah, blah. And
oh, yeah.
So much to the point where he brought in apples one time. Do you remember this?
No.
Okay. He went out and he found wild apples or something and he picked them.
Wild apples. Okay.
He set up traps as they're running by to catch them. And so he's in there and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, apple. I'll have one. I'm chewing into it and you're like, you text me because you knew I grabbed one and you're like, be careful eating that thing. You don't know what it is. I'm like, okay, good point. So I went and I grabbed a knife, cut it up, and 90% of it was completely rotten, just black and moldy.
Ew.
The part where I bit was the only good part of that apple, and I got so relieved to see that. Because that would have ruined apples forever for me.
Oh, yeah. No, because even when we were super excited about the Cosmic Crisp, I feel like if that happened to you, you would never have an apple ever again.
Not at all. And in the one time he brought in mushrooms, do you remember that?
What? How come I don't remember any of this?
I mean, considering the job, you probably just blocked it all out of your brain.
Probably, yeah.
No, he brought in mushrooms. He's like, hey, I grabbed these from the woods last night or something.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this big basket of mushrooms. He's like, you want any? I'm like, no. After that apple incident, I'm not trusting anything you bring in.
Incident?
Oh, yeah, that one happened to be poisonous. Oops.
Yeah, no, he's dead now.
Have you ever thought about that? Would you be walking through the woods and just willingly eat a mushroom?
Mushroom, no, but when we first moved out here, there was a beach close by, so we went there, and there was blackberries growing on the bushes. Mm-hmm. So I picked some, washed it off, obviously, and ate them. So because I knew they were blackberries. Now thinking back on it, I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that.
No. Because I did the same thing as a kid. You find a blackberry bush and you're just, well, we didn't wash them. We just ate them right off the bush.
That tracks your kind, your specific kind, your specific gender does not believe in washing things.
It just took me back to the whole washing the hands conversation we had. And as I was saying those
words, hand sanitizer on it.
As I was saying the words, I'm like, oh no, this is tracking with everything we just talked about. I mean, We checked for bugs. It was fine.
Good. I'm glad you didn't get eaten alive by bugs.
But I agree, like, now thinking about it, like being an adult and looking at that, you're like, can I trust that bush of berries?
It makes sense as to now why, like, our parents at the time would stop us from doing that.
Mine never did.
That explains so much. Mine did.
I even see people, like, where I walk during lunch. There's blackberry bushes around that area, and I've seen families walk up to the bushes and grab blackberries and start eating them.
Yeah, there's bushes by our work too, and people from my office gather them to make kombucha.
What?
Which, yeah.
So they went out in the parking lot, grabbed blackberries, and made kombucha out of it.
To make kombucha, yes.
What is kombucha?
It's like fermented something. Fermented black tea.
So is the blackberries just there for flavor at that point?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much, yeah.
Have you ever tried that?
No, because I've always heard that there's like, with the whole fermented thing, there's some sort of alcohol involved.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
So I don't know if like it's okay for me. I've seen stuff that mimics kombucha. So it's not fermented.
Yeah.
That I want to try.
I remember as a kid, because this makes a lot more sense now, that I made some tea and I had it on the table and I kind of just forgot about it. And I feel like it was a couple of days later or something. I went back and I was like, oh yeah, my tea. And I drank some and it was like a fermented taste and it tasted like alcohol. And it threw me off so much.
When was this?
I was younger. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's every time I see these videos of like, especially with that guy, like bringing in mushrooms and stuff, I'm like, how do you know you're grabbing the right ones?
Not even that. It's like, if you don't know, why bring it into work to kill your coworkers?
Whoa, he thought he knew. He was confident that he knew.
That's the one thing I don't like is when people think they're always right about everything.
Oh, yeah. I have someone at my work that is that.
Same. And it just gives me so much satisfaction proving them wrong.
Oh, you actually go out your way to prove them wrong?
Not me, but my other coworkers have.
Oh.
And it's like just hearing that was just like, oh, finally.
See, we don't bother because if we try to prove a point, like you're clearly wrong, it escalates the thing way too much, and then he's like doubles down on it and like, no, you guys are wrong, please, and it's like, it's not even worth it. We'll just let you pretend you're right. We're gonna move on with the day.
Yeah, not a bad plan.
Life advice for anyone out there who has to deal with this.
Yeah.
But I always think about, because we talked about the whole me having an emergency backpack and stuff.
Yes.
And so you brought up the whole food thing, and it makes me realize, like, seeing survival videos, or not survival videos, but like, oh, you're out in the woods and you need to start a fire. This is how you do it. And I realized, like, the whole food thing, because they always are like, oh, if you take acorns, you can do this. Oh, look at this mushroom. It's so good. I'm like, I think I would die trying to live off of the wild because I just wouldn't know what to grab.
Well, there's apps now that tells you. Granted, you have to use the VR capability of your phone to scan it.
Hold your camera up and scan your environment. I mean, that's good, but I mean, if it's like in the situation of you're in the wild because you're forced out of your house due to natural things, then who knows if there's even internet.
I guess, yeah.
That's the one thing that annoys me the most about all these smart things is like
devices.
If something goes down, you just can't use any of your devices anymore. Yeah,
really. That's like with the like smart fridges and smart dishwashers. It's like, why?
Yeah, at a certain point, it's like, oh, well, they stopped supporting this app. Now I can't use my refrigerator the way it's intended.
I can't set my fridge temperature from my phone. Oh, no. I can't start my dishwasher from my phone. Oh, no.
Why? How did we get to this point where, like, I need to control everything with my phone?
I have no clue. Because, like, I remember when the whole, like, smart home thing was starting to become a huge deal. And then, like, everyone was starting to get those Philips smart hubs for their house.
What's that?
It's basically like there's a smart hub, and then you just basically control your lights from your phone.
Oh, that, like the Hue lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just like, because I have one. Never installed it, obviously. But then it's like, I mean, I get the whole like color stuff for it, but it's like, are you gonna be really that lazy to like just not get up and turn your lights off?
Mm-hmm.
It's like with the clapper too.
Clap
That
on,
shit
clap
pissed me off so off. Like that shit pissed me off so much.
I remember being a kid. I'm like, that is the coolest thing in the world.
As a kid, I was like, how does this shit work?
It's magic. Yeah, that, and we went. Where were we at? We went somewhere. Was it Costco? And at Costco, there was a grill with Wi-Fi on it.
Oh yeah, that was Costco.
And I was like, how did we reach this point where even a grill needs to be a smart feature now?
If you need Wi-Fi or technology to tell you your steak is done, you are not ready to be a dad.
You're not. You need more practice.
You are not a man. Do better.
Like even the whole thing with like the refrigerator where you have to knock on the glass to like see what's inside or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Is it that hard to just
open it?
This motion, pulling it open, that's all you have to do to see what's inside.
Yeah, really.
It feels like those smarter, quote unquote, smarter these gadgets are getting. It's just like you're just creating a solution to a problem that never existed.
You're creating your own problem and creating your own solution for it.
Yeah.
How about don't create problems?
It goes back to the whole like how with apps or programs or even hardware and stuff, how there needs to be a yearly update on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why do you have this mentality of needing to keep pushing products out?
Yeah.
Like even computer mice. It's like, oh yeah, sorry, that mouse is discontinued. We now have this new version that's like, it's better, it has more features. It's like, a mouse is a mouse is a mouse. I don't need any more things.
All I need is something to click.
Yeah, it just needs to make a clicky noise as I click on things, and then I'm done. Like, we stop trying to revolutionize everything in life.
Yeah, really. Like, some things are just better left untouched.
Did you ever see the claw mouse? Or was it a mouse? Claw keyboard?
I feel like I have.
I feel like I would have shown this to you once I found out about it. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm like this would be very useful if you can get it down.
I've never seen that. I don't like it. What the fuck?
So yeah, it's just like a keyboard that you just keep your hands in this position the entire time, and like you just like you don't have to.
Oh, okay. I've seen those, just not this exact one.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I look at this, I'm like, I can see it being convenient to just all the buttons you need are just right there, and you just slightly move your fingers to click on everything.
Yeah.
But trying to learn that would be a bitch. Have you ever seen the stenographer keyboards?
Yep.
I've watched YouTube shorts on this and whatnot of like people explaining how they work. I'm like, how do you even remember how this works?
I think I watched it over and over again, like 10 times, trying to understand how it worked, and I still couldn't get it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want this sound? You push these 3 buttons. You want this sound? You push these 2 buttons. It's like, you're not even thinking about typing now. You got to think about the sound and how you want it to come out.
Exactly, yeah.
To me, that's a crazy job.
I couldn't even imagine, because then like you're having to use hearing and then sight, but then also using like your memory of, oh, this person said this.
And you got to get it exact.
You have to get it right.
I wonder if that's ever been a situation where someone got convicted of something because the stenographer messed up and like typed the wrong word.
Or like dragged through hell just because like on the news it was like they were referencing the stenographer and what they wrote. He would not want that job.
But like even this is like, what is your job? I just sit in court all day and type what people say.
I type.
I don't get how that is even still a job.
Yeah, because then couldn't you just record?
Yeah, we have the technology. We
exactly.
Like that feels like something that was like, oh, back in the day we had a typewriter and that's what we used.
Now we have text or speech to text.
Yeah, even though I can understand that's not reliable all the time.
No, but that's why you just go in there and like fix the words as it's typing.
Or just like you record the entire conversation and then when you have all the audio, then you send it to what's that word? Those people. Transcriber. And then
yeah.
And then they will put it into text.
I guess, yeah. Which, did you know that you can sue Netflix for putting in subtitles wrong?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Like you
not sue, but like there's, I think, a class action or something. You can like have a case against Netflix if the subtitles in a movie or anything is wrong, or like if it's shortened or anything like that's paraphrased.
How does that even? How?
How what?
How is that a thing you can do?
Because it's against the FAA, not FAA. Wow, I'm thinking of planes. There's like some federal authority that's like for people who are disabled, like the deaf and blind, and they need that. I think it's ADA.
That sounds right. Yeah.
ADA laws that you can't paraphrase what's going on in a TV show on subtitles just because it's like misleading them, or like it's not 100% accurate to the point where they can also have the same experience.
Weird.
As somebody quote unquote normal.
Well, then we can do one, because
there have been so many.
Whenever there was Squid Games, you said there's that one scene with where they're speaking Hindi or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not what they said in the subtitles.
That's not right. Yep.
Oh, there we go. We're getting our money now.
Yeah, they raised their prices. This is why we need to sue them now.
Oh, did they raise it again?
Yep.
Oh my god, where are we at now?
I think it's like $18 now.
That's not terrible.
My cap is 20. If it goes past 20, I'm not paying.
What was mine? Because I had a limit.
15, I think.
Was it?
10 or 15.
It's just like it's not worth it anymore to me.
Because you canceled yours.
I did.
Yeah, based off of the amount of shows and stuff they put on now, and the stuff that they're taking away, it's like it's not really that worth it anymore.
Yeah, the instant all these other streaming services came up, it's just like, you're not...
What makes you special?
Yeah, you don't have any purpose anymore.
Exactly.
You have, what, Squid Game, and that's it? Bridgerton?
Those Netflix directed, produced shows were... Some of them I will give. They are good.
I honestly can't remember any of them.
I mean, isn't Squid Game one? Bridgerton is another.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You just said 2 shows that have been created by Netflix.
I mean, Squid Game 2 came out. I hear no one talking about it.
Still have yet to watch it. I've heard people talking about it on social media for like a week.
It's nothing like the first one, where you heard about it nonstop.
Yeah.
And it just blew up. And now it's like the second one is like, I didn't even realize it came out because no one has talked about it at all anywhere.
Yeah.
Which I called. I knew that was going to happen.
You said that, yeah. I mean, like, because that's what really happens with sequels, too. It's like a lot of the majority of the time they just fall off because they don't have that popularity anymore.
Well, that, and you set the bar so high for the first time.
Exactly. Like, how do you top that?
Yeah, it's the perfect reason why Saw falls off so much, which you haven't seen, but
no.
One day you will, and you're gonna start to see that decline slowly over each and every movie. It's like, oh yeah, just trying to top themselves like last time.
That's like Paranormal Activity and Final Destination too.
Oh, yeah. Perfect examples right there. Yes. How do we make the dust more
killy?
Extreme. Did you say killy?
Killy.
That's an adjective.
See, I know all the best words.
You have all the good words.
Exactly.
I even read the thing of like Netflix wants its writers to now make shows where the characters are explaining what they're doing in the show for people who aren't actively watching the show and they still know what's going on.
Fuck that. Fuck that. The whole point of people putting on a show that they don't want to actively watch is to either fuck each other or have something on in the background while they're like cleaning or some shit.
I like how those are the only 2 options to not be paying attention to Netflix.
Or you just fall asleep and eventually it just stops. Are you still watching?
That's what I was going to say. I fall asleep.
That's like Hulu though too. Hulu doesn't tell you like or ask you like if you're still watching.
Oh, it just keeps going.
It just keeps going. I think that happened to me once where like I was watching an episode or I was watching How I Met Your Mother. And this was when like I didn't have a job, so I was like actively job searching. But I fell asleep because I wanted a nap. And I think I stopped at like episode 4 of like season 3 or something like that. And when I woke up, it was like on the beginning of episode 7. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
You wake up 3 seasons have passed and you're like, what is going on?
Who are these people?
How was I out so long? Is that worth watching from the beginning?
It was a good show when I first started it. The last season, and I'm sure everybody says this, the last season is not that great.
And that's all I've ever heard.
Okay.
So because it goes back to like Game of Thrones, where I actively cannot recommend that to someone because the last season is such shit. So I'm like, I don't want to waste someone's time for all this show and then have it end poorly for them.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the same for How I Met Your Mother?
Kind of, yeah. Because like the ending is just absolute trash.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. Endings are hard.
They are, but it's like you've had 10 years to think about it.
Yeah.
I forget how long.
I don't know.
How I Met Your Mother ran for. But you've had years to think about how you want the show to end. And we've talked about this on the podcast already, like episode endings.
Yeah. To me, that can destroy an entire show.
Yeah, I want to get your take on One Tree Hill, and that's on Hulu still, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because I still do love that show.
I think I only remember hearing the name back whenever I was younger.
Okay.
But I never once looked at it. I have no clue what it's about.
I feel like you might like it.
Isn't it just a drama?
Yeah, pretty much.
It reminds me of a New Girl. No, not New Girl. Gossip
Community?
Girl.
Gossip Girl, yes.
Where the one time I was in Canada visiting friends, and for one of the nights, like the one friend and I were just sitting on the couch, and she had Gossip Girl on. I'm like, I'm like, ugh, Gossip Girl, like this is shit. I don't want to watch this. But like the end of that episode, I'm like, oh, what's happening? Oh no, this is what's
this
next?
is getting good.
Which I love when that happens. Like,
oh yeah,
I was watching Avatar before. Like this was back in the day.
Okay.
And my girlfriend at the time was like, "Ew, you're watching cartoons?" Like, yeah.
First of all, put some respect on Avatar's name.
Yep.
Not a cartoon.
Yep. That's what I argued that same exact point. And so by the end of that episode that we're watching, she's like, "Oh, why are they doing this? Like, who is this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, who's into this? Who's into the cartoon now?" Which I feel like, I don't know if we talked about this. I feel like Avatar was just that perfect gem of a show that they were never able to recreate again.
And they tried with Legend of Korra and they never could.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I thought about making a YouTube video of analyzing Legend of Korra to Avatar.
What happened with that?
No, I just always been in my head of like, oh, this is something I could do, but...
Right.
What do you mean?
Do you still have the idea of I still want to do this, or is it just scrapped now?
No, it's there. It's just like...
Okay.
It's like I put
Eventually you'll get to it.
I put it in a box in a basement and it's sitting on the shelf, so I know I need to get to it eventually.
Just like with all the rest of your ideas.
Oh yeah, it's next to the 30 million other things I want to do.
Yep.
It's bad. We're like...
Oh, I know. I know. I've heard.
Like, I'm doing this. I have another podcast. When I don't have a dog anymore, I want to travel. I want to start a band. I want to go to pottery classes. I want to do yoga. And I was just like...
just adding more and more to that.
I need to just be homeless in order to pull all this off. Have you ever had that? Have you ever had just like a whole list of things you want to do, but it's too much to ever get to?
Either that, or it's like, I'm always thinking about how would I go about doing this, and I just never could. Like, I have an idea of like what I want to do. I've laid out the steps of what I need to do it, and it just doesn't happen because I don't have the resources to actually pull it off.
Or the know-how.
Yeah.
Kind of like with me and my business ideas or like inventions I have.
Yep.
They're there. I don't know how to start them, but they're there. I feel like you're the type of person who like, you're focused on the thing you want to do.
What is that supposed to mean?
Like, okay, say for like in high school or like college or something.
Okay.
It's like, here's your task that like, or homework or something, and you're just like, boom, I need to get it done. And then I'm done. And then you go about the rest of your day.
I mean, aside from the multiple times where I get distracted or I need something to take my mind away from it so that when I come back, I have a more refreshed brain, kind of.
Okay,
yeah.
So like you have an assignment that's due in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
When are you doing that assignment?
Probably the second or third day. from getting assigned to it.
That's what I get to see you doing.
I've tried not to put it off until the last minute. There are times where that has happened, but like for me, I feel like in my head, it's just, I just want to get this done as fast as I can, as early as I can, so I just have the rest of the time to do whatever the fuck I want.
And I'm the opposite, where I want to do whatever the fuck I want, and then I have last minute panic. I need to get this done the night before it's due.
Have your parents, like when you were a kid, have they ever had to run out at the very last second to the store to get you supplies for a project that you needed to get done?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
We had to make a diorama
diorama
of a scene from something. I can't remember what it was. I remember telling my mom at like 8 o'clock at night or something, the night before it's due, that I need to make this project. And she's like, okay, when is it due? And I said, tomorrow. And so we had to go to Walmart and buy supplies to then make said. And I don't think I went to bed until like 1 a.m. because we were working on
that. Honestly, I'm not surprised considering how much you do that now.
Yeah. Procrastination has saved my life. Not saved my life. It has made life easy for me.
Has it now?
So I have like 1 day of panic to get things done. And like in school, always perfect. Like always really high grades, always A's on all my reports and stuff. And if I were to start it early, it'd be like, I'm going to keep thinking about this and it's going to take me 2 weeks to do it and it's going to be a bad grade. So if I just bullshit my way through a report or something the night before, it works every time.
Yeah, but I just bullshit my way through everything beforehand too, and it works out for me.
Okay, well.
To each their own.
Yeah. I mean, it's to the point where I had my 401k from Pittsburgh.
Don't even get me started on that. Oh my God. The hell I went through just to help you get that done. I would never want to wish upon anybody.
I got it done.
How many years later?
Like 10, but...
Good for you.
Here's the thing, is it worked out in my favor because of the fact that I kept it in that account. First of all, whenever I left that job, they're like, oh yeah, transfer out your 401k to something else within 6 months. I'm like, you got it. And then...
Never did.
7 years later, did I do that? And then I still never did it after 7 years.
Wow.
On the plus side, because it stayed in that account, it shot up in prices whenever with inflation and all that stuff. And like, I got a huge like jump in money because it stayed in that account.
How?
I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works.
Because like, I would assume that they would have either given you a check or something, because it's not what we did at our last job with people who were let go. We gave them a check.
Oh.
Because I remember mailing these checks out.
Yeah, we never did that. It just stayed in there. Doesn't
Interesting.
Okay, so I don't know this stuff. Does it just... It kind of works like the stock market, right? Like it constantly goes up and like you're getting money all the time back. Like interests and stuff.
Yeah, it's basically an account that your employer invests in. And it's a bunch of different stocks, bonds, whatever. So they fluctuate in the prices.
So that's how the money went up, because the stocks rose and my money was in there.
But even if you transferred it over somewhere else, wouldn't that have still happened?
Probably. I'm trying to justify my actions here.
And I'm trying to not.
But the reason I transferred that was because I got a letter in the mail saying, hey, you still have money in this account. We're transferring to a new company. If you don't take out your money, you're losing half of it. And like, I'm on it. I got it now. Mm-hmm. I just needed that little push and now I'm good. It happened again where at my current job, we're switching HSAs.
Yeah, okay.
And they're like, oh, here's your form you got to fill out to transfer from the old place to the new place. I'm like, got it. I'll get to that eventually. Other people jumped on it right away, which I could see you doing like day 1, day 2. I'm transferring the money.
Yeah, sure. Within the week.
Yeah, sooner than I am doing it.
Yes.
It's been like almost 3 months now and I still haven't done it. And I was going to get to it eventually, but I just found out recently that they're going to be doing a mass rollover for anyone who hasn't done it. So I don't even have to do paperwork now. It's just going to get transferred over to my new account. I don't have to do anything. Life is easy. Because why? I procrastinated. It works. If you just don't do stuff, things work out most of the time.
I have no words anymore. With all the times you said my luck is not on my side, I look at these scenarios that you have presented and these incidents that you have presented. I'm thinking you don't have bad luck at all. You just invest yourself into the most unfortunate times, but then it always works out for you.
Eventually, yes.
Exactly. So that's not bad luck.
Yeah. Okay, good
That's
point.
just a no.
Sized? What?
No. Shut up. Unforeseen circumstance. I got it. I got there eventually.
It's like I'm Mr. Magooing my way through life and just stumbling into the right path. Sometimes.
You know, I've never seen that, but I understand references.
I haven't seen it either. All I know is the reference of it. There's a guy at work, he was talking about like taxes, like he sells things online.
Oh, okay.
So his taxes are fucked this year because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, I need to send this thing in order to like, I don't know, this whole thing. And I'm like, you know what? Just don't do it. Like we were talking about this procrastination thing. I'm like, just don't. What? Like you go through all this effort, you fill out all these forms to get this thing done, and then what happens? If you don't do it, there's a high chance that the people who are going to audit you are going to get fired anyways because of all these layoffs in the government agencies. So it could work out that you're just like, yeah, all the people got fired. Now I'm not going to get audited. Now I'm good.
I guess.
This is the way I look at life.
But I know. For me, it's like mess with anybody but the IRS.
Unless they get fired.
Unless they close and shutter their doors forever. Which, please let that happen.
No, that's a bad thing.
No, not like the IRS itself, but the whole like filing your taxes thing.
That's what they're trying to do now. That's why it's bad.
Why?
Because to take away taxes, now we're getting shitloads of extra fees on everything we have to buy now.
No, not take away taxes. Us filing taxes.
Oh, filing. Oh, yeah. I want that. Bring that back.
I don't want to do that. You have the information.
Yeah, you know everything I spent every cent on.
You know where I go.
I do not need to
do it yourself.
It only makes sense back when everything was cash.
Right.
That's the only time that made sense.
Yeah.
We're past that point. We don't need to be doing this archaic system anymore.
Exactly.
Send me a letter in the mail. It just says, oh, this year you owe $20. Or, oh, this year you're getting $500. Here's your money will be in your account shortly.
Your return, yeah. If the IRS can do direct deposit, they can figure out how to file my taxes for me.
Not even file them. It's a simple system that you just have the money set up and you're just like, hey, they owe this much by this date. That's all. That's all you need to do. Everything's there. It's done. Just click a button.
Yeah, but like the whole filing thing, I mean like the paperwork and everything.
Oh. But we don't need the paperwork.
That's what I'm saying. They do it. It's in our record. We have access to it.
Oh, yeah.
They do it.
Yeah. Here's a rundown of every single site. Like, if Spotify can give us a wrap of every single song we've listened to, and like, here's how much you listen to this and this and this, and like, then the government can do this for taxes.
Taxes wrapped.
Here's your most visited store in 2024.
Do I really want to know?
Trader Joe's. Have you ever thought about that? Where like, obviously you have a routine for shopping. Like you go to the same places all the time.
Oh, like stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about how if you ever just go to a new place, like say you go to like Target to buy food or something, how that would probably fuck up people like watching your account like, whoa, she's been shopping at Target today? It's been the same 3 stores for the past 5 years. Why is she changing it up now?
To keep you on your feet, bitch.
I always think about that too. Like you had this happen where when you buy your computer parts, they shut down your card because of this strange purchase, like all these purchases coming through.
Oh, yeah.
It happened to me too. I bought like 2 things and my card got shut down. But yet I can travel to fucking Alaska and spend tons of money there and it never gets shut down once.
That's me when I went to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
The thousands of dollars I spent on activities, plane rides, food, gas, the rental cars. My card never got anything done to it.
But you buy 2 computer parts and it's like, hold on.
I go to the Apple store to buy an iPhone and they want authorization that it's me who's doing it. Of course it's me, bitch. If there was an issue, if I lost my card, I would have called you to shut it down.
iPhone, that flags the system, but
Oh no.
a whole week trip to Hawaii? Nah, that's you. That sounds like something you would do. It makes no sense to me what triggers that in the system.
No.
Because whenever I went to North Carolina, it made me think about that, where I'm like, I'm spending money in all these places. Never once got a phone call from my bank or anything to say, hey, what's going on? No, instead is like, oh, I wanted to buy something from the internet, and now I got to prove who I am. Like, I get a call the next day, like, did you make this purchase on the internet? It's like, what the fuck? So much less money.
Yeah, really.
Have you ever had to go through that here's the the top 5 items that you just bought. Press 1 to confirm.
Yep. It wasn't even a press 1 to confirm. It was a live person that went through my entire transaction history when I was buying my iPhone.
Oh.
Of like, okay, did you go to Fred Meyer on this date? Did you go to Trader Joe's on this date? Did you go to Safeway on this date? I'm like, yes.
And it's like, I don't remember what date I went on, but sure, I went to Safeway on a date.
Sure, that sounds right.
Do you look at your bank reports?
Bank statements.
Statements.
When I need to, yes. Otherwise, I know in my head of like, oh, I've done this, this, and this. So it's like, it's going to be there.
Have you ever gotten confused by a transaction that's gone through?
Yes. Because they have like the most obscure names for it too.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So I'm just like, wait, what is this? And it just turns out to be some random website that I bought a shirt from.
I've done it too, and I've like called the fraud hotline thing on my card and like got my card shut down and got new cards because I'm like, there's this thing on here and I don't know what it is and I don't recognize the name, I don't recognize the amount. And then like they canceled everything down, and then like 20 minutes later I'm like, oh, that was that thing that I went to, and I had to call them back and be like, so it wasn't fraud. But
I'm just stupid.
Yeah, I'm just dumb, but now my account's shut down and now I need new cards, please. But so there's an article I saw that made me laugh so hard. Someone was eating a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos and...
Top tier Cheetos, by the way. You're white. Shut up.
I don't think they're that great. They're interesting.
You're white. Shut up.
Did you try the Flaming Hot Cheetos Mountain Dew?
Yeah, that shit was nasty.
It's so bad.
Okay, Cheeto dust does not belong in soda.
Cheeto dust. Oh, there's a good product.
What? Just Cheeto dust?
Cheeto dust that you just like sprinkle on like chicken or food.
Frito-Lay, if you would like this idea, you're going to have to go through us and pay us a shit ton of money just to get the title and the idea for it. Thank you.
With all the things we come up with, we'll be billionaires by the end of the show.
Get to work.
I don't know. The Flamin' Hot, they're like, I think what it is like they're good at first, but then after a while it just gets too hot for me and I'm just like, I can't eat that many.
When I was fat, I used to be able to eat the entire bag.
I can do that now.
I could still do that now. Do I want to? No. Because I didn't work hard in 2020 to lose all this weight. I would like to keep it that way.
That's why I can't buy chips or anything.
No.
If I buy a bag of kettle chips on a Friday, it is gone by Saturday morning.
It is gone by Friday night.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have no control over chips and ice cream.
Same.
So I don't buy it anymore.
Remember when we used to be on that Tillamook ice cream kick?
Oh, God.
Like every other weekend, we'd buy a tub of Tillamook ice cream.
Every other weekend. For you, maybe. For me, it was every weekend.
Oh, did we ever get into that?
Of what?
Of what you used to do with ice cream way back in the day?
Maybe? We're like 40 episodes in. I don't remember what we talked about in the first.
I don't think we have.
It was bad to the point where I was buying a tub of ice cream every day.
Why?
Because I finished the previous tub and I wanted more.
This was like way back in the day too, of when you thought you had no consequences in life.
Yeah, it was literally leave work, go to the store, pick up my tub of ice cream, and then go home.
Damn, who broke your heart?
This was like when was this?
20?
No, 2011.
Okay.
2012 maybe? Yeah, I was still like young. Now it's like, I have maybe like, if I go to Dairy Queen, I get like the child Blizzard cup.
You know, I've never actually had a Blizzard.
What? What?
I've never had a Blizzard.
Oh my God. You know what we're doing this summer?
I want a blizzard.
We're gonna go get you a blizzard.
Yay!
It's like the staple of American ice cream, pretty much.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. That's like with boba. You never had boba
I think I have.
prior to meeting me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just didn't like it at the time because they made it.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, you need East Coast boba. And then I showed you East Coast boba.
Yeah. Well, like, because back in the day when I first had it, the tapioca balls weren't cooked properly. And so I'd always just thought that was the standard. I'm like, how do people like this? And I just threw it out.
Yep. I had that in New York, and it was so gross. It's like the people like just think you're just supposed to throw it in the liquid, and that's it. Like, it's like they don't fully realize how.
Supposed to cook it.
That and what was the other one? Horchata got you on that.
Oh, yeah.
The cinnamon toast crunch milk.
Oh, yeah.
And then Thai teas I got you on.
Ah, Thai tea.
See, this whole world of drinks I'm opening you up to.
I'm opening you up to spice. You're opening me up to other...
To sweet.
Exactly.
So this summer, we will do blizzards.
Yeah.
Oh, man, if we ever go to the East Coast, I want you to try... Oh, I wonder if it's here. But Italian ice.
It has like a woman's name for it, right?
Rita.
Rita, yes. I think I've had this before.
Really? Are they out here?
I don't think there's a store out here, but I think they sell them here.
Oh, like in the store, like in the grocery store.
Yeah.
I looked it up on Google Maps. And, oh, wait, is this it? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, it's permanently closed.
Where is it?
It was down in Kent.
Oh.
It's the only one.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that they would have them in stores.
I don't think they do. They have like the shitty Italian ice in stores.
Oh, okay. I really do feel like I've had this before.
Oh, wow. There are not that many locations left. It must be a dying company. I just did the entire US and there's like 10.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, maybe we're not going to have the chance to ever eat those.
Not unless we go within the next year.
We'll figure this out. We will get you Rita's Italian ice. Apparently it's in Texas. So if you go down to
Ooh.
either Fort Worth or Houston, you can get your Rita's.
Oh, I could have gotten that 2 years ago.
You want to go back and visit, so
Yeah.
we'll add this to your list of when you're there, get that, because apparently it's nowhere else in the world. All right, so now we have plans for this summer. There will be an update episode of your first blizzard.
Maybe we could make that into a supplemental and put it on socials.
I can't believe you've never had a blizzard. Did you ever go to Dairy Queen?
Yeah, but it was when I had my jaw expander, so I couldn't really enjoy anything.
Oh, yeah. I always think about that. I was like, ugh.
I never want to do it again. Just hearing inside my head the cracking sound of bones stretching.
No.
You're basically breaking your jaw.
It's like microfractures.
Pretty much.
Ugh.
I want to get an x-ray now of my jaw, like from the top.
From the top, why?
Because I want to see the microfractures if they're still there. Or if they've like fully healed.
Probably would fully. I'm sure. Can you tell, like, if a bone broke? Like, does it look differently in an x-ray?
Well, you could tell where.
It's like an earthquake on the ground. Like, you see the fracture, like, it's a different color than
you see, like, the healing part of it.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's, like, always whenever, like, forensics ever, like, when I'm watching true crime shows and, like, they always go into the forensics, I'm like, this is very interesting, but I would never want to do this.
Yeah. I feel like it's just interesting to watch it on this show, but, like, actually to do that all the time. I feel like it'd be an easy job though, right?
Not really, no. Because then you'd be like held accountable when you go into courts.
Well, no. But I mean, like, say the x-ray person, the one that just is like the chink and pushes the button and that's all they do.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that'd be such a simple job.
Yeah. But then you'd have to like go to school.
You would have to like know what you're looking at. Yeah. It's not just I'm taking a picture of your skeleton and then we're moving on.
Okay, before we get way too far into this, explain this hot Cheeto thing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we were talking about that. So this reminds me of back in the day, you probably remember this of like the Jesus chip or Jesus bread or Jesus pita.
Oh, God,
all the Jesus stuff.
All the Jesuses, yes.
All the Jesuses. Jesus. Someone was eating a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos and they pulled one out and it looks like Charizard from a side. And you're looking at the article right now, right?
I am. I don't see it.
You don't. How do you not see that?
When I first opened the link, I'm like, how does that look like Charizard? And now looking at it, I'm like, oh, I kind of see it.
The instant I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Charizard.
I guess from like a side profile, yeah.
Yeah. That's
I've always seen like Charizard from the front.
Oh, yeah. I guess we don't see Charizard from the side too often.
No, but now like looking at it, I see
it's
it.
not even Charizard. It's like generic dragon is what the shape is.
Generic winged dragon, yes.
And they're calling it the Cheetozard. First of all, love that name. That's such a good name.
Oh, yeah. I wonder, because they made it into a card, right?
Yeah, like they sell these new like plastic container things that you can like put Hot Wheel cars in and stuff. I think that's what they did here.
Okay.
But apparently this is a whole market that I never even knew existed, because whenever I was reading this article, it's like there's a Pikachu shaped Cheeto that sold for $26,000.
Where do you sell these?
Where do you sell them? It's like the black market all over again.
Another episode of the black market.
Every episode just comes back to the black market. So it's like, one, where do you sell it at? Two, how do you even know it's being sold? Like, you would have to know that thing exists.
Exactly.
Two, who has $20,000+ just sitting around to buy a Cheeto?
Apparently there's an auction block. This Cheetozard, $4,250 is the current bid.
Yep. For a Cheeto.
For a Cheeto.
This guy has done...
Wait, there's weekly auctions. I kind of want to like look into this now.
Wait, where?
Like if you go on the Golden website.
The what?
Golden.
Where do you see that at?
GOLDIN.co is a auction website. There's a 2024 Pokemon World Championship card for $27,000. There's a 1997 Pokemon Japanese trainer card, Pikachu trainer card, for $110,000.
Jeez.
I kind of want to go through all this now and just see like what I can get. iPhone. A 2008 Apple iPhone 3G dock. $50.
See, seeing stuff like this makes me want to get into this stuff. Like,
dude, I would lose so much money getting into this stuff.
Here's a 2003 rookie card from someone going for LeBron James, going for $1 million.
Aerosmith band signed Fender Stratocaster electric guitar, $1,000.
That's not that much.
That's not that much. No, I thought it would be more. No, I'm going through all these. Because even it's like Rolling Stones band signed inscribed Fender Stratocaster electric guitar, $1,200. Like Taylor Swift signed guitar, $1,900. I would think that would be a lot more.
I can go buy a better guitar for about that price. There's nicer guitars than that are more expensive than that. This is the reason why, like, because the first thing I saw whenever I went onto this website was a Magic the Gathering card.
Oh, okay.
And it's going, hold on, where is it at? $50,000.
Jeez.
And I'm just like, I would love to just start collecting cards to see if I can grab some of this stuff. But like you said, the amount of money you would lose is incredible.
Like, I would want to be the one listing something on, not buying something on. Stuff like this.
Oh, no, yeah. You want to buy the packs to go through each and every one to then find the one you need to then sell it.
Yeah.
Well, now we know what your day's going to be now for the entire rest.
Dude, Julius Caesar as a dictator, 49 to 44 BC coin, $850.
Oh, I found out recently that the coin market is just like insane.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a way of like, if you know what you're looking for, you can make good money off of that.
I mean, based off these, where it's like Julius Caesar coins, Roman Empire coins, and it's only going for $60.
Maybe it's not as rare as we think it is.
Probably. Then where's mine?
Why do I not have a Roman coin?
But I'm looking here. There's a 2007 factory sealed iPhone 1 for $1,200.
iPhone 1?
That's pretty much an iPhone today.
Jeez.
I kind of want to get it.
I knew you were gonna. No. This is a bad site.
It'd be so cool to have.
Get off of the site. We don't need this. You don't need any of that stuff.
If we shared this computer, you'd put a block on this immediately.
I would immediately put
music.
A parental block.
Parental.
Although I can't blame you because, like, I mean, you just said music. There is one CD which I might be buying this year that is like $150.
Is it the Flamingo Trigger one?
Yep.
I have one.
Wait, do you? You
Yeah.
bought it?
Yeah.
When?
In 2021? No, 22. I told you about it.
You never told me. What?
I promise I told you about
I
it.
cannot believe you have that.
I will explain afterwards over text.
Wait, is this the remaster?
No, original. I told you about it.
I do not remember. No, I would remember
I told
that.
you.
I would remember that.
I promise I told you about it.
I cannot believe you have that.
I will pull out my receipts. I promise I told you about it.
I'm shocked that you have that. It's been the thing I've been chasing for years upon
For
years.
years. I have one.
Anyone who doesn't know, there's a band called the Foxy Shazam.
Yes.
Or not the Foxy, it's just Foxy Shazam. Their very first album, which in my mind, best album ever created from them. They went downhill after that one CD. They never released anymore. It's so hard to find.
Mhm.
You can get them online for like $100, maybe 200 sometimes. It just depends on how much they're willing to sell it for.
From collectors, yeah.
And so they came out with a remaster. I bought the vinyl of the Flamingo Trigger, and it came with a remaster CD as well.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, cool, but I want the original CD, like not the remaster. So I do think I'm gonna get it this year, and I'm gonna buy it
Yeah.
if I can still find it.
If I didn't get the only one that's,
You
that's
may
circulating.
have. That, and there's one more album too. It's like $150 that I want to be buying.
Which one?
I'll explain it off air, but it's incredibly rare, like extremely rare, and I happen to find it, and I'm like, oh, if this is still online, I want to pick it up.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, we need to go.
we really do. We didn't get to anything except one thing that we just barely talked about.
I know,
But anyways.
it's whatever. It happens. If you like that episode, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Go follow our YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram over at Intersint Pod, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
I don't know why I said it that way.
Ew.